jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports.
A big shout out to the hottest chat in the MF game, A-Side official. No negotiation needed, period. You already know WCS the first in the building. Hot Grease Chronicles EP 383. 383. 2024. 4 division champion. Listen. I don't want to be bothersome attempting to counsel these lost souls out here. But one thing you need to understand, that I'm going to be very candid about a situation that you may not quite understand. You believe that your criticism about a fighter that you wanted to see matters. Your criticism leading back to July 29, 2023 did nothing. Listen. I'm being candid. It's just you and I. Let's just have a 1v many. Okay, this we doing. We're gonna keep it organic. Okay. Think back to the capacity of criticism, ridicule, and frivolous information that was placed out here to the YTC community. Just think about it. Process it. Process all the agitprop that was placed out here leading up to July 29, 2023. Think about it. That's all I ask you to do. Think about it. I want you to be practical about your thought process now. If you're a dumbass, don't try to max out. If you have to go to work tomorrow and you have multiple tasks, don't try to max it out. You understand? Be patient. I want you to be practical about your thought process. Listen. Last year, this same fighter, Terrence Bud Crawford, stepped in there with Errol Spence Jr., both fighters, on the pound-for-pound list. You know the story. I've cracked this book open several times. You berated him, denigrated, criticized, defamed this man's character all over social media, and that you still didn't get the victory. Just think about this practically. All the criticism, all the rhetoric, you still could not stop the victory. Not only that, let's go a little bit deeper, because the element gets a bit complex, wouldn't you say? Listen to me. Last year, the same fighter that just finished fighting this past Saturday on the West Coast, he was the same fighter that these individuals that are now finding every small, minute detail to criticize his victory in his earning his fourth division. They are some of the same ones who had to seek therapy last year. They lost it all. They was about to end it. A lot of them was contemplating unaliving themselves because it was just that bad. They say, hey, I did so much with no results. You didn't get results. Are you stupid? Listen to me. Are you stupid? He was fighting in the 147-pound division versus his compeer, his colleague, and a pound-for-pound boxing luminary in the 147-pound division. Both of them was contending internal to the institution of professional boxing. You all predicted was wrong, put out false dates was wrong. You did everything possible to downgrade this man position to step in there with the fighter who has less accolades than this fighter today. But what you did is just basically prove to everyone you didn't learn your lesson. I mean, how ignorant do you have to be, stupid, to feel like 2024 you want to do what? What do you want to do? You want to return? You want to have a resurgence? That's what you want to do? You want a resurgence, as if you're now making yourself look like you're mentally retarded. The reason why I say this is, how dare you come back from 2023 to 24 with the same rhetoric? And this time you're criticizing Crawford versus a fighter that you don't support, that you know very little about, and his resume was nothing to brag about. It didn't supersede Terrence Crawford's. You just didn't want to value Crawford's freaking resume last year because you was drunk and blind. You couldn't see to the left or right. All you had was tunnel vision, and you wanted to get to that destination of stupidity. You say, I'm going to keep on driving this and driving this and driving this. All of you. You spent so much time that you can't get back. WCS told you all this back then. You're putting all this effort. Let's do the math, quick math, right? Quick mathematics, right? Okay. When that fight was happening. Okay, let's do some quick mathematics. Some of these channels back then leading up to that fight, let's just say for a full year. Okay, because they was talking about this shit for a full year. When Crawford came off Sean Porter, and then we was waiting for Spence to go in there with Yadinas Ugas, right? So they was basically going live 2 to 3 times a day. So you basically assume the time on those lives can range from 3 to 5 hours per live. So let's just say 15 hours. 15 hours, right? Let's just say this was going on damn near every day of the week, which is 7. So times 7, it gives you a total of 105 hours already. All right. So let's multiply this weekly. Okay. We're going to do this weekly internal to a month, which is 4 weeks, right? So we're going to times that by 4, and that's 420 hours. 420 hours these idiots can never get back in their lifetime. Listen to me. They dedicated themselves believing that they was putting out quality. They believed they was putting out quality content that was going to stop Terrence from beating Errol Spence. So we're sitting at 420 hours, y'all. That's just in a month. Let's just do the math per se with the holidays and everything, because some of them cats, it was Christmas, it was Thanksgiving, and they was outside in the driveway. Some of these cats was outside in the car in the snow with the engine running. I mean, you can literally see motherfuckers having snowball fights outside. But let's just give it 11. So we times 420 times 11 months. And that gives you a total of 4,620 hours, y'all. 4,620 freaking hours. Now, do you feel like you need to call up your therapist tomorrow and take the day off? 4,620 hours. That's just for 1 year. Okay, we know it was 5 years in the making, right? 5+. So let's just give a take. I don't want to hit you too hard over the head like I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? People say I can be casually abusive. I don't want to be abusive to nobody. You know what I'm saying? As long as they leave me alone. Let's just baby step it. Almost like Errol Spence came into the bet with Terrence Crawford. Let's go times 2 years. 9,240 hours. These imbeciles put into defaming Crawford's name as if it was going to have an influence on July 29th. You would think with 9,240 hours within a 24-month span, let's give or take. I know I did 11. Just give or take. It bled over into the holidays because I seen them on here. Let's just say again, 3. Y'all want to do 3? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Let's go 9,240 times. Let me see. Let's do this. Let's just hold off right there. You know what I'm saying? Let's just hold off right there. You know what I'm saying? Let's just hold off right there because I don't want to exaggerate the numbers higher than what they are. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to exaggerate the numbers higher than what they are. But I want to say 420, times the 11. I want to go back and stop playing games. Let's go back to the 4,620. Okay? That's hours within a year, right? Or not? That's hours within a year that they can never get back. Can never get back. And you thought to yourself, I did. I said, look, this is total anarchy when it comes to their psychological degradation. I say, how are they going to be able to function as grown adults, especially if they have families, little small children that they have to take care of and be competent enough to pick them up to and from schools, take them to speak freaking sports, cook them, just tuck them in and be competent in between doing these live streams. I say, shit, I'm a perfect bachelor. For real, because how can you spend that much time online? Let's do it again. Okay? 5 times, 3 times, we're being nice, 15 hours a day. You think to yourself, how can you do 15 hours? 15 hours a day, times that, 7, you get 105, right? And then you times that, let's just say 30. Okay, we're going to switch it up. 3,150. You know what I'm saying? We're going to switch it up. 3,150. 3,150. I'm going to stop playing with the imbeciles. 3,150. Does that make any sense to you all? For that to be going on weekly, and then from weekly, it turned to monthly. And then from monthly, it turned to yearly. If I was to do 12 months, you're looking at 5,040. 5,040 times 3 years is 15,120 hours. I wanted to, just do the bluff thing earlier, just to kind of finesse my way into the conversation. But we're talking about 15,000 hours to prove that you're saying that Bud is not who he say he is. Look, it's not that I'm a supporter. I'm just saying, like, when you think about boxing fans and how they say they've been covering the sport so long, and they go through all these freaking debates and conversations back and forth, you would think to yourself that the lanyard wouldn't be so short. You would think they would have enough troubleshooting, brainstorming to make the right decisions when they're talking on these boxing topics. But when they fueled by hate, it's nothing that you can do. It's nothing that you can do to stop it. So now we have everybody that's getting a reaction to the fight that just happened with Madrimov. Madrimov, a fighter that you give or take several months ago, nobody was talking about this guy. Jermell Charlo was the one that was an undisputed champion before he went into the ring with Canelo last year, right? Y'all remember that. So, being that he was about to step into the ring with Canelo, right? Terrence Bud Crawford was the undisputed champion. Now, we're not talking about when the belt was stolen from him. We're talking about he was an undisputed 147-pound champion 2 times. Now, peep this out. Nobody was crying about a fighter named Jermell Charlo that was 154 pounds, that had 2 fights with Brian Castano at 154 pounds, and he moved up to fight Canelo, and he was dropped. Last time I checked, I didn't see Crawford dropped in the fight with Madrimov. What do y'all have, amnesia? I know it's very, very selective, but do you have amnesia? Have you been in too many paintball wars with no helmet? What is going on with y'all? Sir, you need a helmet. No, I just like, to see how my brain reacts to the impact of these paintballs. Sir, you need a helmet. Man, I have rights. You can't force this upon me. I really want to see how the swelling looks. I want to go on live and say that I was in sparring. And y'all ain't living up to the hype. Y'all in the ring like me. Y'all ain't in the ring like me. Yeah, I want to put out a live with false information. Did y'all know that the real ones, like the fighters, there's a lot of them saying that Bud Crawford won that fight. Caleb Plant told it the way it was. He said Bud, he thought Crawford did enough to win the fight. He said, of course, him moving up to fight Canelo, a fighter that's already been in there with Canelo Alvarez, he said that he would have to definitely, switch some things up and everything. And anybody who's been following the sport know damn well that Crawford is not going to fight Canelo Alvarez the same way that he fought Israel Madrimov. That is not even a debate. You don't even have to raise your temper. That isn't happening. That isn't happening, y'all. You had Timothy Bradley said Terrence Crawford dominated. Now, my question is to the haters, why are y'all spending so much time trying to perfect the accuracy of your hating? It's off target. It doesn't matter how close you are. It doesn't make any sense that you all, a majority of the clan, the Mickey Mouse Club that was throwing all this out there last year, you all decide to come back out because you are infatuated. You talk about the Bud Buddies, but you all are the real Bud Buddies. You all are so bored with the fighters that you talk about. They don't get the same reaction like Crawford do when he's fighting. You all, when you found out he was stepping into the ring and the first presser, you was toned in. You know why? Because you just wanted to find something to talk about. Y'all went and grabbed your inhaler, and you had to sit by the screen watching vigorously, trying to find something that Crawford said wrong, or, just the mere fact of seeing him up there, you didn't like it. He gets in there and basically process. You know what I'm saying? Then y'all tell it collect the data. So I guess collecting data for Israel Madrimov, that didn't stand for Crawford, right? Any other time it's collecting data. Oh, Crawford, he takes time to collect the data. He's a slow starter. You know what I'm saying? Give or take 3 or 4 rounds, and then he gets cooking. I guess he wasn't collecting data this time. I guess he was cautious. While Israel Madrimov was disciplined. Have you ever heard such bullshit? You Americans out there, you American boxing fans, the ones that I'm talking about, not all of them, but the American boxing fans that know this is directed towards you. Y'all are the worst. You are the worst group of cheerleaders. You don't know what pronoun to use. All y'all do is get on these dang private chats and talk about shit that y'all don't like. And then you get so mad if you get into an argument on live that you take that shit to bed with your girl. She wondering like, hey, I ain't do shit to you. Why you up here? Bringing that shit here. And then when you want some nookie nook, you got to proposition your girl. Hey, baby, I'll take you to the mall and get you that purse that you wanted, please. Just no, nigga, learn how to stay off that motherfucking live all the time. You spending 15 hours a day. You working your ass off, and then you come up here and you done did 2 lives before you got home. One in the car. You know what I'm saying? A second one in the car once you leave work. Or if you at work, you hiding in the goddamn corner trying to do a live stream. Then when you get home, you do another one for like 5 hours. But my whole thing with this, why y'all still fuming mad, man? Let the shit go, because you can't say Bud wasn't collecting data this time. You can't say that Madrimov was a different style that Bud faced, but yet you don't want to give Bud his credit for figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? Trying his best to figure it out. You're just saying that he was cautious and he was scared. Now you don't want to credit him with absolutely collecting data to make adjustments. He don't get the adjustment stamp from you all in this fight, because a lot of you haters was hoping that he came out with an L. Real talk. A lot of you haters was hoping he came out with an L. That's facts. That's fact. But we have resources. WCS understands that I have boots on the ground over there. I don't need boots on the ground over there with Team Crawford. I have boots on the ground in life. You know what I'm saying? In life. I have them boys in green. So with the boots in the ground, we found out that Crawford was opening up a haters rehab center. Very beautiful. By the beach, all that shit. I mean, it's very surreal at the end of the day. This is something that I knew that was being worked on since, the early part of 2023. That's when we felt that him coming off the Sean Porter, they didn't want to give him credit. His dad saying he knew in training, but they still collected the 4-point-plus, million. You know what I'm saying? I knew right then we need to build a freaking rehab center, Because look, they're not going to help themselves. See, the reason why it's close to the beach so we can do some waterboarding. We're here to change these haters, whoever they are. So what better way to do some waterboarding? Yeah, waterboarding. Just take them right down there. You know what I'm saying? To the shoreline, and take them through some intensive training. You know what I'm saying? Break them down, build them up. Break them down again, and build them halfway up, and break them all the way down again, and teach discipline. Because that's what they said Marjamov had. He had discipline. You know what I'm saying? Discipline. And see, this you may look at this and say, you know what, WCS, you're being petty again. You know what I'm saying? They really don't need to go there to. Yes, they do. You need to remove these haters out of civilization so they can really think about how stupid they are when it comes to boxing. They want to act like they're a professional at this, but really they're an apprentice. What they are professionals as, being absolute, bona fide, legitimate idiots. They're foolish individuals, man. Because they didn't learn their lesson last year. The same usual suspects are the same ones saying that Bud lost. He had trouble. So this is a facility to help out the haters. This is where we can take them to rehab. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be a place that when we return them back to society, they're going to be new, improved, and they're going to be healthier for the sport of boxing once they return back and have permission to go live. I mean, we're going to slowly but surely work them into the system. They're not going to just be able to return back to their place of quarters because their family probably already left them by the time we get through with them. So they might have to make it off the street. We're going to try our best to, give them about $30 to get back on their feet. It's up to you where you want to stay. But we're going to slowly but surely milk them back into the social media platform because that's what's destroying their life right now. They're tormenting their families. They're so addicted to going on here talking about Bud Crawford, knowing damn well he won that fight. The many that witnessed that, and the surplus of y'all that's on this YTC talking, you too can visit the rehab. All you have to do is put in your paperwork. This is another area of the rehab center. Yeah, you're going to be around some jackass. See, you got to take a group of jackass and put them in the company of other jackass. And you got to allow the jackasses to basically congregate with one another. They say at one point, the jackasses will wake up and say, you know what? I'm tired of being a jackass. I want to be somebody better. I want to be productive in society. That's what I want to do. I don't want to be a jackass no more. I'm glad WCS put this center out here for us and help sponsor it. Yes, this is me. We're going to put you on the farm. We're going to help you work out. You know what I'm saying? We're going to prove that, if you integrate jackasses from the human species to the animal species, somebody bound to step up to the plate and say, hey, what are we doing? This is just too much. Seriously, this is just too much. I don't know why I didn't see this last year or in 2022 or 2021 or whatever, but this is just incredible. I have no idea why I was talking shit about Crawford fighting Kell Brook. I just don't know why I was talking shit about Crawford fighting, Sean Porter as if he didn't do anything. Like he didn't stop him for the first time. I don't know why I attempted to find every minute negative detail about July 29, 2023, when he went in there and absolutely damn near retired Errol Spence at the T-Mobile massacre. You know what I'm saying? I'm being an advocate, y'all. I'm saying don't be pissed off at me. I'm being an advocate. I want to change this around. I want to provide some solace for these individuals. I want them to be peaceful, Songfreud. I want them to know how to carry about their day without being Bud Crawford haters. Because it's destroying their life, man. They want to bring in the scorecards, y'all. They want to talk about the scorecards. But let's talk about the scorecards, though. If you go out on BoxRec and you go to that fight, you're able to see the scorecards. Are we not? Let's take a look, okay? Because who would I be? Let me show you something, please. If you all can bear with me, please let me show you this. All right, let me show you something, because these fools have not learned. Let me share screen right quick, and I'm gonna be brief with this. Okay, I'm gonna be brief with this share screen right here. Let me remove this thumbnail. Okay, for those of you that may not know, he just won his 4th divisional titles. You know what I'm saying? This past Saturday. Okay, just in case you didn't know who he was. Okay, check this out. The reason why I'm doing this live is strictly because I'm absolutely trying to corral the straggling haters who are trying to produce more haters because they don't know any better. They want to act like they want to build up the numbers for Crawford's next fight. Take a look at this, though. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. They have changed his division is super welterweight. When you goddamn know what? You trying to tell me these fools couldn't stop him from fighting at super welterweight after all the BS that we heard last year? Y'all couldn't stop him when Spence was saying he wanted to fight Canelo. You all was on here doing live like some clowns. You was doing live streams after live streams like the clowns you are. Talking about, yeah, Errol, he go out there and fight. You was all aboard for Errol Spence fighting Canelo Alvarez. But let this black man right here, let him come out and say he want to fight Canelo. All of a sudden, it's too many divisions. And I said to myself, hold up. I had to grab a toothpick and poke myself in both of my eyes because I didn't know what I was seeing. I had to wake up a little bit. And I said, hold up. As I look on here, in the pound for pound, they're both pound for pound in the same division. 147 pounds? Okay. All right. So I did determine that they was both in the same division. Didn't we establish that? They was both in the same division. So therefore, when Crawford requested the fight Canelo, it was a problem. It was a problem. People scoffed at the idea that, yeah, he want to go up there. Oh, he's too small. He's this, that. Okay. So he's too small. July 29th finally makes it to our doorstep. Our door cracks open, and we hear the opening bell. And then we hear the second, and the third, and the fourth, and the fifth, and the sixth, and the seventh. We didn't hear the final bell to the ninth. But I can tell you everything that happened from the opening bell in the first to when the bell rung in the ninth tells me that a lot of people's feelings was hurt. He broke down an entire fan base, punished them. He punished them brutally, violently. He not only inflicted pain on Spence, he inflicted pain on everybody that was up there being a clown. Right? The good thing about it, right? That every hour that they used to talk shit about that fight, they couldn't stop it. So he went in there and beat Spence. And then you're saying to yourself, the man takes a year off, not by his own doing. He was already locked in. He was ready. He was willing to face Errol Spence in a rematch. Errol Spence didn't want it. Okay? So they wanted to find a way to blame Bud for that. They wanted to find a way to blame Bud. You know what they said? Why he fight any, that boot any? Yeah, why he don't fight no boot any? That who he fight boot any? They started putting Boots Ennis up there, just like they never do that shit to Canelo. You never hear them saying, oh, Canelo should fight this person. He should fight that person if he ain't fighting that person. But when it comes to Crawford, that's what they did, right? Oh, he should fight this person, that person. But why not move up to a high? Oh, my God, he's moving up. He's too small. Oh, my God, he struggled with Spence in certain areas. Stop the cap. He moves up into a bigger division. You said he was light all the time. When he moved up to 147, you say he was light in the ass. That's what y'all said, right? Y'all was busy looking at Crawford's ass all the time and saying he was light in the ass, right? Right? Y'all had nothing positive to say. But let's stroll down. They said super welterweight, right? Number one. 36 years of age. Let's go down here. What does that say right there? What does that say right there? Whiskey. No. Not the one, not the whiskey you drink. It's just military phonetics. Whiskey. Uniform Delta, over. Win by UD, over. So he won the fight. He went 12 rounds with his debut. Hey, hold up. Check out the product now. Don't run. Don't run. It was his first fight at 154 pounds. And he fought a champion. A reigning champion. Not a vacant belt. A reigning champion. Not a vacant belt. A reigning champion. Now, I need y'all assistance on this next one. I've been hearing some of these content creators out here talking about Crawford lost. If you don't stop disgracing the boxing community with that rhetoric, if you don't shut that shit up, all y'all sound the same that's pushing that Crawford loss narrative. All y'all are goddamn doing the same shit. Y'all just hopping on a tricycle. Let me get on. Motherfuckers hanging off the steering wheel on shoulders and shit, tucked in on the seat together. Come on, man. Y'all up here pushing the narrative that Crawford lost. Oh, I watched the fight again. If you was blind the first time, you're blind when you watch it again. Crawford didn't lose that fight. You know goddamn well he didn't lose it. Why are you out here spreading lies once again? How are you all going to continue to let this man have power over you? How? But check this out. I want to highlight something. Jack Reese was the referee. And here were the scorecards that they're talking about out here in the YTC. Because it's you know, on Facebook, it's sort of kind of doing, we're basically orientated around the YTC. 115, 113, 116, 112, 115, 113. Now, let me explain to you, because they say numbers never lie, right? I want to ask you for assistance. Did these numbers lie? Did these numbers lie? So, hold up. If the 115 and the 116 was for Terrence Crawford, did the numbers lie in determining that Crawford was the fighter that beat or was victorious that night? Hold up. Did the numbers lie? Because we're not talking about what you think about the judges. No. Because we know Canelo had a tough fight with Erislandy de Lara, and the judges worked out in his favor when he clearly lost the fight. But depending on who you ask, depending on who's goddamn swinging on the hinges of Canelo's sack, they're not going to be truthful. You know what I'm saying? So we had 115, 113 twice, and 116, 112. And that was a unanimous, not a split. It wasn't even a split decision. It was a unanimous decision, bro. This fight has been date stamped August 3rd, 2024. Listen, you clowns. You cannot change the data that has been inputted into this. The fight is over. It doesn't matter what you say about Canelo. It doesn't matter what you say about Madrimov. He beat Madrimov. To every one of you out there, learn how to keep it on boxing. That's it. Because for you to get personal with someone who's speaking on this fight makes absolutely zero sense. This is the data that is out there. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. WBA super welterweight and the WBO interim. Look at that. Is it the ecosystem? Does the YTC have an ecosystem that's fucked up? Is it the ecosystem? Is boxing at a point right now where, you know what I'm saying, we have a constant breakdown of the immune system when it comes to boxing? Is these people that saying they've been covering boxing 15, 20, 25, 30 years, is it something that they haven't really been paying attention to that's been affecting the amount of hours that they stand on here? And they may have been polluting their own respiratory system. They may have been contaminating themselves because they've been liars. Do you think that the ecosystem's fucked up? I'm just saying, is it possible? Because right here on BoxRec, that cannot be changed. So I'm trying to see, where's y'all energy focused at right now? Is it on changing the BoxRec? Are you trying to find that time machine? How are you gonna right what you consider to be the wrong with this fight? How are you gonna change it? Because Crawford stepped on y'all again. The casting of the tongue of the wicked does not need to be forgiven. It does not need forgiveness, y'all. They are wicked for wasting, once again, their time, hoping, wishing, and praying that Crawford picks up the L so they can go up here and put his name in the algorithm once again. I get it. You all enjoy the dysfunctionality and abusive domestic of infatuation. You have this stalking mentality. You're infatuated with trying to hope and wish that Crawford lose. So now y'all are coming up with countless amount of live streams talking about, let's break down the fight. You know, check this out. I didn't have to break down the whole fight. Let me tell you something I watched in the fight. I didn't even go outside the first effing round. You know what I did? Each round is consistent of 3 minutes. You understand that? 3 minutes consists of, each minute consists of 60 seconds, right? There was 3 minutes in there, right? Do you know I counted over 25 feints from Madrimov, and the round wasn't even over yet? I could have counted even higher. But I'm saying to myself, how are they not seeing or being reasonable with themselves to switch it up a little bit and say, if that was Crawford doing those feints, would you consider it to be discipline? Would you have given Crawford the scary, he didn't want to engage type of freaking rhetoric? Would you have said that, oh, he wasn't disciplined, he was scared, he wanted to move up and fight Canelo? Psh, you saw how he looked in there, Marjorie. He fainted damn near 30 times in the first round. Marjorie was doing nothing but becoming faint master Marv. This dude fainted over 25 times in the first round, y'all. There's a total of 12 rounds in this championship fight. And you want to honor the dirty deed? It's okay for you to honor the dirty deed? It's okay for Madrimov to faint, and you all call it, hey, they came up with a good plan. They didn't fight Crawford like everybody. Yeah, they waited. They wanted to get Crawford frustrated because they was the champion. They knew they weren't going to win that fight. So they wanted Crawford to work for it. They wanted him to get so frustrated to the point where he comes in, and they wanted to reserve their energy. Look, your arms can't be that tired if the only thing you're doing is foot feints, head feints, trying to inch your way in to land a combo or a power shot. They wanted Crawford to work for it, plain and simple. What is he supposed to experience in his debut at a higher division, a heavy division? He's supposed to experience what? Challenge. He's supposed to experience challenge. But I just want to let y'all see that right there. The BMO Stadium. This was the numbers on the card. And you know what I'm saying? That man right there, he is the current unified champion at 154 pounds. See, fast Sebastian Fundora, you know, he could have been, but he didn't want, you know, his people want, you know what I'm saying? And we already know the deal. So now, not only are they talking about he don't need to fight Canelo, but they're saying that Sebastian Fundora will beat him. Look, now they bringing up the 36 years old. You feel me? Hey, now they bringing up the 36-year-old. When he put a thrashing on Spence, I guess 35 to 36 is a huge gap. I guess what they seen with him staying out the ring for over a year, he aged. I got it. Let me get up out of here. I don't want you spending too much time looking at, you know, Crawford's face. But like I said before, I have, you know, found out, and I've been a part of, that the infrastructure is up. And, you know, I look forward to sending these haters out there to the Crawford Haters Rehab Center. Okay. And we're going to work hand in hand on the farm to integrate these jackasses into other jackasses that basically live in this society. They live out in the wild. But we're going to bring these other jackass into there to domesticate them so we can put them back in society. Because obviously they're lost their way. They're lost their way. But peep this out. Let's understand and get some clarity here. Because there can be blurred lines in this boxing shit. 4 division world champion. Let's get some clarity. Just like they said, let's get clarity in those diamonds. Let's get some clarity. You can't change that. So if you want to be the same person you were in 2023, in 2024, go waste time on something that you can't change. Light a fucking candle, and I guarantee you, when that shit goes all the way down to the base and it fizzle out, you log in the BoxRec, it's still gonna say win-UD. Once again, win-UD. And then when you go down there to those scorecards, they're going to say what they say. But it's going to be a green on Crawford's resume, and it's going to be a red on Majimov's resume. He's taking another O. That's what they're really mad at. When you think about the conversation pieces that they have, the sidebars, you know what I'm saying? Their mental properties is becoming dilapidated each and every time they go to bed stressed the fuck out. I love it. I do. Just to know that they're staying up late nights thinking about something that they cannot change. They up there waving around sage and shit. Come on. Spirits out of here. brush and waving sage around. Trying to goddamn, it ain't no evil spirit. You're the evil one. That's what's so unsettling. You all can't even see the time that you're wasting. Look at that. The 2 windows of opportunity. He already dispersed suspense. Now, the next one is 168 pounds, Canelo. See, y'all can't say y'all are boxing fan, and you're okay with Jess Ban Rodriguez moving up to face Carlos Cudras and beating him, right? And then defending his title against Sor Rungvisai, who's way more experienced than him, and beating him. Y'all can't say nothing about 2 divisions. Y'all can't say anything about anything. If you're not gonna keep it a buck across the board, why aren't y'all able to keep it a buck across the board? Why? What's wrong with y'all? What's going on? Why don't y'all have the patience to collect the data? Why? Why you mix it in with so much bullshit and it's just take over the rest? No, the recipe is for success. Look, the 2 windows of opportunity that Bud has, one has already been completed and the other one is pending. Now, all of a sudden, Canelo say he will fight Crawford for the right money. Before, he has nothing. I have nothing to gain. Now, 1-800, I saw something. He on that shit. 1-800, I seen something. He on that Mikey Garcia shit now. Oh, yeah, for sure. I would have no problem if the money's right. I would have no problem. He has, people right now, Bud is in a great position because the fact that he didn't go up there and knock out the 10-0 fighter has basically drawn in Canelo to now want to fight Crawford. Now he's encouraged, as long as the money's right, okay? And then, you have the haters who are wishing and praying that he don't get the fight with Canelo, all because they know he's going to get paid. And then if he does go up there and beat Canelo, they're going to go unalive themselves on live. Real talk. It's possible, allegedly. It's possible. If he goes up there and beat Canelo, like I put out here, Crawford is on the cusp of becoming greater than Canelo. If he's able to get the fight with Canelo and beat him, he shuts down Canelo. He shuts down Floyd. He shuts down everything. But that was with 3-time undisputed. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna be on the bullshit like that. That's if he had all the belts for undisputed, which he don't have it. He'd just be unified. It'd be good for Crawford because he'd be a 5-division champion. Him and Canelo right now is both leveled up 4 divisions apiece. And then you take the 60+ professional fights, and then they'll tell you, well, Canelo's did more. Canelo's did more than Crawford. Canelo's not a 2-division undisputed. Excuse me? Theories, opinions? He's not a 2-division undisputed. You understand? Let me read off the haters. Having anger towards everyone reaching success. So what does that say? That those individuals who pay attention to what Crawford's accomplishments was, they don't pay attention in a good standing, in a positive. They don't approach it with positivity. They already come up here with 100% maxed out negative blinders on. They don't want to talk about anything positive. I'm hearing all these people, the first thing out their mouth, he didn't look good. I'm saying to myself, when it come to you all, he never looked good. Never. When he did smash, he did the Hulk smash on freaking Spence, you said Spence wasn't the fighter he used to be. Once again, haters. Having A, anger. T, towards. E, everyone. R, reaching. And the S, success. You know, and to just highlight what's across his chest, two-time undisputed. Yes, Canelo don't have that. Canelo don't have that. You know it. You know it well as I do. There will be haters, there will be doubters, there will be non-believers. And then there will be you proving them wrong. Do you think that's what's going on right now? Crawford's hitting them with those success combinations. He stopped Spence, the first person to ever defeat Spence. And then he was the first person to ever defeat Marjamov. Do you think he hit him with another, let me go back. Let me go back for a second. Do you think Crawford, a big part of why he receives so much hate is designed around him stealing the O's off the records of his opposition? Am I on track with that? Is he being punished for stealing the O's of all these undefeated fighters on his resume? Because he just stole another one. And I know these snitches was out there on the phone. Hey, I just want to remain anonymous. But Crawford, he stole Marjamov's O. He really didn't win that fight. Can y'all come and arrest him before he leave the arena? I'm looking at him right now. I'm going to send you a screenshot. Yeah, I'm going to send you a screenshot. He just got out the ring. Yeah. He was hitting him with some illegal blows behind the head. Jack Reese didn't catch none of it. They was up here snitching on Crawford, y'all. Just making up some shit, man. But just think about it. Just think about it. What on this thumbnail can you change to make you more of a happier individual come tomorrow? What on this thumbnail do you think you can change? I want your introspective. You know what I'm saying? I really want your introspective on this. Please dig deep. Come on, man. Be intellectually honest, man. Come on. Can you explain to me what you can change off this thumbnail? Can you change the two-time undisputed? Can you change 4-division world champion? Can you change it? Can you stop him from fighting Canelo Alvarez when he's already been in Sway in the morning and he said he'll fight Crawford now? Can you influence the change, though? WCS is just asking a question. Can you influence a change? Can you remove any of these? Are you capable of launching a protest to have Crawford's 2 undisputed divisional championships removed? Can you take away his 41st victory, his 40th victory, just because you have criticism about it? Come on, help me figure it out. It's a hard round to score. hey, that's what they saying about the fight. Some of the rounds was hard to score, but if I had to score it, I'll say Marjamov is the one who's doing all the damage. Okay, I hear you. But let me ask you this though: on what rounds are we talking about he was doing the damage? Every one of them, man. You know, it's a fighter that won a round without even throwing a punch before. That's what Marjamov was doing. He was feigning, and the energy from his feints was hitting Crawford. They start going into that type of shit. They look, people. They'll tell you, you know, I'm socially conscious. I've been covering boxing forever. Marjamov was feinting, and he was drawing energy, and he was degrading Crawford's strength with those feints over and over again. There's an ancient warrior freaking ritual he was going through. See, you got to be conscious. You got to be woke. See, that wasn't just something natural with the boxing feints. That was a tribal Uzbekistan. This was him going into the goddamn wilderness, the forest, and learning that shit. from an indigenous tribe. He was putting voodoo on it. It's a lot of suckers out there. They advertising it. Real talk. But seriously, I just wanted to know, is there any way that you can change what's on this thumbnail? If y'all can't change what's on this thumbnail, why are y'all trying so hard to convince people that he didn't do it? I mean, real talk. I mean, if you can't change anything on this thumbnail, even the two windows of opportunity that I had, and one of them Spence, can you change that? Are you outside the statute of limitations? Don't let me get you mad. Are you outside the statute of limitations when it comes to 147 pounds and him Xing out one of those and then there's 168 left? Are we outside the statutory limitation? Because I want to know if you can change anything on this thumbnail, real talk. I'm giving you time to recover. There's a lot of freaking verbal punishment now. I'm not trying to give you a standing 8. I'm trying to have a conversation. I just want to know straight up. It doesn't matter how many subs you got, how many views you got. For you Crawford haters out there, just like you was hating on Deontay. What I'm speaking on, it will definitely make you bleed without injury. You understand what I'm coming? It will make you bleed without injury, goddammit. You're going to start feeling some type of way and get all wound up inside. I'm just telling you, it'll make you bleed without injury. Because you know goddamn well inside everything that you know about yourself, you can't change shit on this thumbnail. So why are you trying to go around here and convince everybody, hey man, as long as I can get 3 or 4 more views and I can get some more likes and I can make some more thumbnails, that's all I need right there. You got to know when to fold them. You got to know. We got to know what? When you being stupid? What can you change off this thumbnail? Since it deals with the recent and last year. Can you change suspense win? Can you basically lower the value? Do you have the authority? Do you have the power? Please, just help me understand. I'm all about teamwork. I'm all about teamwork. I'm giving you time to think about it. Can you change anything on the thumbnail by saying that you think Crawford lost the fight? The final the final presser happened already before they stepped in the ring. The post-fight presser has concluded. I just want you to take a moment and check the emissions of your sanity. Why would you put yourself through these harsh conditions and you cannot change the results? The results is saying he's a 4-division champion and ain't shit you can do to change it. So why are you wasting valuable lifetime? Why are you taking minutes off your life talking about a situation that you cannot change? Boxing doesn't have an HR department. They don't have a governing body. Who are you going to submit your grievances to? The YTC? The YTC? How is that going to work? You know, I'm like, I wanna I want to restrict your license. You know what I'm saying? I want to restrict your boxing license as a fan. I do. I want to restrict that shit until you understand that what you're doing is a bad look for a long period of time. I'm asking you simply, if you're saying that Crawford lost against Madrimov, do you believe you have a voice that's powerful enough to influence someone that was at the fight, working with the promotion, that had some type of attachment or connection to the three judges, that was outside the apron, that put the ink to the paper once it was all said and done and Crawford came out the winner? Can you reach out? Can you somehow get them to reverse the decision? I'm asking. Okay then. I'm going to let it go. Y'all get the point. Definitely. Now, they might feel some type of way because WCS was telling them about that, but y'all get the point. The same ones all the time come up here sounding and looking just like the higher that they are, hired to be the extra. The circus is never short of clowns. They are standing in wait. Hey, clown number 15, come on. You're up, buddy. Just walk around here, clap your hands, and make some goofy shit, just like you do on the YTC. Hey, clown 16, 17, hurry up. You're up next. Stay away from those lines, okay? It's never a shortage of goddamn clowns on this YTC. Let me get to the chat right quick. Shout out to the hottest chat in MF game. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, I know some people left because, sometimes when you premiere something that's simple as asking someone, can they change an outcome that they're complaining about? Do you have the power? Is it any part of you throughout your life experiences up to this point have provided you the power to change what's already recorded? Can you change his win this past Saturday? You cannot. Can you take the 41 away? You cannot. Can you remove the belts? You cannot. Can you take away the second undisputed? You cannot. It's over. AVA. Over. Mike on deck. I see you. Big Blunts and Boxing on deck. What it do, man? Carlos on deck. I see you. Jay on deck. He said that's what happens when you ain't have masculine figure in their lives, because the reaction is always emotional, which blinds their actual logic. Hey, man, talk that. Hey, Carlos, talk that shit, because they socially conscious when it comes to boxing. They want to break it down to you like it's never been broken down before. They want to explain to you why they support Bud as one of their most unfavorable fighters. They're woke. I read somewhere that Canelo wants 150 for Bud and said Madrimov won. I mean, they put that out there, but he didn't say it on the clip I said. I'm not saying he didn't say it. I'm just saying the clip that I watched, it wasn't the whole show. So Blunts did drop that to me though, and I haven't had a chance to look at the whole entire, but it's been put out there. If by chance that is indeed the case, Canelo's gonna play his games. Canelo did what he had to do. He can play games right now. Real talk. Canelo can play games, man. You know what I'm saying? Canelo got a different type of people, backing him. He can play games. He ain't worrying about the small shit. He ain't. Canelo will get somebody touched if you don't touch him themselves. King on deck. What's good with it? Haynes Legacy in the building. Salute to you, brother. They be on their videos sad as hell with the big fish strap season tees on. Man, I know that I know it ain't a sunset in hell in 2024 that they still win that strap season shit. I know damn well they should be arrested on the spot. Shout out to my boy Dion Washington, stand on code in the building. Tuscaloosa stand up. What's good with it, Dion? Bud career opponents records with 499 and 34. Hey, Carlos, when you put numbers out there like that, right? It don't do anything for the haters because all they want to highlight is Marjamal's amateur career. That's all. Look, if Bud would have went in there, I'm happy that the fight played out the way it did. Because if he would have went in there and knocked out Marjamal in 5 or 6 rounds, then they would have said he wasn't supposed to be in there and Jamel was the true champion. Go fight Jamel. So Crawford was in a lose-lose situation when it comes to these haters. That's all. When it comes to the haters, he was in a lose-lose situation. You know? Line Truth, what's good? What's good? It don't matter if you got it 499.34, 499.35. All they was talking about is freaking Marjamal's amateur career. And then when he went in there and became Faint Master Marv, what they do? They sit around and say it was discipline, knowing they criticized Shakur Stevenson for doing the same thing. Sir Senior in the building. What's good with it, Sir Senior? Jessica, the queen on deck. What's good, Jessica? How you feel? Mr. Golden, the OG in the building. Salute. I'm just over an hour. I just read Bud made 2.5 million. Marjamal made 750. That's not totally accurate. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care what they made. As long as he got paid. You know what I'm saying? As long as he got paid. As long as he got paid, bro. But yeah, that's been put out there. Bud gonna stop Canelo in the building. What's good? He said rehab center. Yeah, that rehab center, man. For real, man. Well, you know, I mean, I come on now. Come on, bro. I told him don't make it personal, man. Come on. Don't make it personal. Nobody talking about that. Hey, shout out to Conquest 2. What's good? Salute to you. Jamal Neasy in the building. What's good with it, Neasy? How you feeling, bro? If Roy Jones Jr. would have listened to his haters, he would have never been heavyweight champion. Exactly. You know, I mean, you have fighters that move up back in the day and fight heavier fighters, and they're glorified today for doing just that. But the boxing fans today are different. These cotton ball, these wet cotton ball, soft ass wet freaking Tampax boxing fans today, they always want to switch up, just like when, you know, they feeling good until their menstrual cycle come on. I'm not feeling good. Don't touch me. I want to just go live and be able to vent. I gotta wait till the bleeding stop. Give me a paper towel. I want to sit on that. Give me a bounty. I want a bounty. It's supposed to soak everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, these motherfuckers always complaining. Always freaking complaining, bro. Always. I love the fact that Crawford didn't do what I thought by stopping Marjamal. Bud tricked other boxers to want to fight him now. Oh, they want to fight him so bad now, dog. Even Canelo like, I fight him now. Yeah, I fight him. See, you know, mucho dinero and everything good. Yeah, I fight him, no problem. Canelo ain't talking about he has nothing to offer no more. All of a sudden, he wants to fight Crawford just off what I said. I said Crawford's record, his status quo as a fighter, his portfolio, everything he has. And they think Crawford's going to come in there and fight Canelo the same way he fought Marjamal. Are you stupid? Oh, my God, man. Come on. And Canelo's style is way different than Marjamov. And you think Canelo's going to go in there and just faint and faint and faint and faint? Just to try to draw Crawford into the same? Man, it ain't going to happen, bro. I guarantee you Marjamov is not going to fight that style the rest of his boxing career. He'll be fighting in the 7-Eleven parking lot. Don't nobody want to see that bullshit. Don't nobody want to see that bullshit. Y'all just saw one of them with the strap season shirt on. Man, I don't know why they doing it to themselves, bro. Dan on deck, what's good? I don't know why they doing that to themselves. Why? Why torture yourself? The fighter that you was rooting against slap you again. He slap y'all in the face again. When y'all want the man to lose, he slap you again. Shout out to Trick Noti, the Oracle in the building. At work, salute. Like I said, Bud turned the Uzbekistan brutalizing bear into the Faint Master Phantom from Fort Lauderdale. The Faint Master Phantom. Hey, bro. That dude was fainting. In the first round, y'all can count it for yourselves. He fainted a minimum of 30 times. A minimum. Seriously. A minimum in a 3-minute. That's just the first round. And you trying to tell me they have no criticism for the feints and the lack of activity that was going on in that fight? Every time they speak on a fight, let me talk about Bud. They just have some negative to say. I get it. I'm going to get them in that rehab center. I promise y'all. I'm going to get them in the rehab center, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got to put them jackasses amongst other jackasses so they can goddamn try to figure out, you know, who want to assume the leadership position and try to change them around. Because, hey, them jackasses is already on the farm. They don't supposed to be domesticated. So when they run into some domesticated jackasses, hey, they going to be like looking at y'all like, huh? What y'all doing over here? Damn. This is different. Hey, welcome to the farm, jackass. And meet my other jackasses over there. And let them give you a tour of the farm. Y'all gonna be doing some work and putting in some labor out here. We're gonna try to goddamn decrease that jackasses out your body. We're gonna try to get you right. So when you go live again, you will be a totally changed individual. We won't go out here talking that rhetoric. You feel me? So appreciate everyone that pulled up. Salute to the hottest chat in the MF game. You know what I'm saying? Always remember, I just asked a simple question to the haters. Can you change anything on this thumbnail? Salute to the hottest chat in the MF game. Till next